Hi there, karibu tukuze matunda. Sorry, I've been quite busy and I realized I haven't posted a video recently. Just the life hustles and bustles, and we are back in our Tumaini orchard. This is where we grow tree tomatoes, and as you can see, our trees are now taller than an average Kenyan. You know the height of an average Kenyan, eh? Yes, most of these trees are 8 feet tall, 7.5, and they continue to show signs of growth. We are among the lucky counties to be receiving a lot of rains. This place has been raining for the past, say, 1 month on daily basis. Some very good rains, and you can see our plants have equally responded very well to the rains. See that the tree is growing bigger and bigger in size. See those 3 stems, see how big some of these stems are. That is the mother stem, and the 3 stems, and you can see the stems are big and healthy, and you know and here you have the flower and now fruit clusters forming in different layers, and we are happy with how the trees have responded to the rains, and we hope the rains can continue. We are aware that majority of the counties in this country are experiencing some dry weather, drought and all, and we are among the lucky few in Nyandarua County to be receiving heavy rains. Even when you look, you can see the clouds are still forming, and maybe in an hour's time there'll be rains. So I think the last time when I posted, I did show you how we fertilized our trees, and the timing was perfect because after we added a fresh layer of manure and some fertilizers to just boost our trees, the rains came, and right now the biggest battle has been to keep this orchard weed free. It's quite a difficult task, but we are not complaining because with the rains, then expect the weed to regenerate very fast. It's not a problem, but because we ensure and we aim to keep our orchard weed free, we had recently done some weeding, and as you can see, the weed in between the beds, is still very much alive, but nothing to worry about. I think of importance is the general health of these trees. More and more flowers, and of course the flowers, of course the transformation of flowers to fruits. So right now is to be on the lookout to ensure that we do not lose these flowers. It's quite a battle for any tree tomato grower because flower abortion, I think, is one of the biggest challenge that you will battle as you grow these trees. As you can see, these are some of the early fruits on this particular tree. I think it was one of them very fast maturing, and it has quite a number of, sizable fruits. And maybe maybe by December, those fruits should be ready. Keep you posted. So, this is the magic that I was earlier speaking about. Whenever the rains come, there's just a way rains tend to transform, these trees, and as you can see, they continue to grow in size, very healthy flowers and fruits, and it's a beautiful scenery. It's one of those times when you come to the farm and you don't want to leave the farm, you just want to continue enjoying the nice views and all that. In my last video I had indicated that we'll be supporting these trees, because it's a matter of time before these branches start breaking. And as you can see, those are our 2 branches there. On this particular one we encouraged 2, and when it got to this level they became 3, right? You can see the 3 branches, and that is the first cluster of fruits. Yes, you have suffered a little bit of botrytis there. It's very normal. So because we've noted that these trees continue to grow taller and taller day by day, we've decided to wait a little bit longer before we can start tying them, because this will determine the size of the poles that we are going to use. My God, these trees are tall. Some of them are headed to 9 feet tall. There's nothing we can do. We don't plan to trim them again. And we expected them to grow this tall because of the care that we've been giving them. So for us to determine the size of the poles that we are going to use, we have to allow them to, grow a little bit longer. And I know they will get to a stage whereby they'll kind of stagnate, or they will stop experiencing vertical growth, and now it will be more of horizontal, when now the branches start forming. So at that point is where now we'll move in. So far we've not had cases of breakages, so nothing to worry about. And as you can see, as these flowers turn into fruits is when the tree now tends to hold more and more weight, and that is where now the risk of breakages is at the highest. So the more fruits the trees carry, the more the risk of breakages. So but for now, with the rains that we are currently experiencing, so for the next, say, 2 months or so, we'll just watch and see if we can hold a little bit longer for the trees to start showing signs of horizontal growth. But for now, there's a lot of vertical growth. So, and like I've said, if we tie them now and then they experience another, say, 1 feet of growth, we might end up using poles that are not tall enough. So we have to wait a little bit longer until when they start now slowing down in terms of vertical growth. Right now, besides fighting with the weed here, but on the beds you can see the beds are clean, only the trenches here. The biggest battle is to ensure that we don't lose these flowers. It's our hope and prayer that we will have high rates of flower to fruit conversion, because this is where majority of us have challenges. You see, such a cluster has so many flowers, and by the time you're done with this flowering stage, you find that out of this cluster that has like 50 flowers, you only have 2 fruits, right? And I have posted before causes of fruit and flower abortion, so I'll be implementing some of those lessons that I have talked about. Number 1 on the list, of course, is something to do with diseases, botrytis, and it's a fungal disease that attacks flowers, and we've noted that in some of the trees have already been attacked. It's normal, but when you have a very high percentage of that, then becomes a challenge. So we have to be on the lookout, ensuring that when we are spraying them, we spray the flowers very well, and also watch out for other issues that may cause fruit and flower abortion. There's a long video that I've done on what causes. It's actually a 2-part series on, if you just go to my channel, check for causes of fruit and flower abortion in tree tomatoes, you should be able to see it. So I think right now it's just a matter of wait and see, and we're also praying that we won't experience these heavy rains accompanied by hailstones, because those are our number 1 risk factor here. They have hurt us in the past, and we are just hoping that the rains will become enough not to be accompanied by hailstones. But for now, just the normal spraying, whereby you spray them with, bi-weekly. Nothing to worry about. And you can see we've also decided to intercrop our orchard with Hass avocados, and I've posted a full video on Hass avocado. Just some tips on how you can equally grow Hass. So we want this orchard to be known for Hass avocados, tree tomato, and passion. So those are the 3 main crops that we are currently concentrating on this farm, and as we scale up, then we'll have more and more of those trees. And should you be able to visit, then you can learn on each of those crops that I've mentioned. So this is just a section that we planted much later. Like I've mentioned, weeding, keeping this orchard weed free is quite a challenge, but we have done the best that we can. On this section, we'll soon be doing some top dressing with NPK and adding another fresh layer of manure for this particular small section that we planted later. And as you can see down there, we also have some bit of passion fruits growing. So there you have it. That is the latest update from our Tumaini Tree Tomato project. And as you can see, the rains have actually started, so we have to run very fast before we are rained on. So thank you so much for all those who are watching our videos for the first time. Remember to subscribe. I'm very much available to answer to any query that you may have in regards to growing tree tomatoes. And you're more than welcome to visit us. We are located in Tumaini, in Olkalau, Nyandarua County. Hit my inbox and we can organize a visit. Come and help us. For us, we exchange our lessons with weeding. So be ready to help us with removing weed, and then we can teach you how to grow these fruits for free. The only service you give us is, you get a little bit dirty and help us with, weeding. Anyway, you're more than welcome to visit. Contact me and can always organize for a visit. So asanteni sana. Thank you so much for all the support, for all the encouraging feedback, for all the comments and all the love that you people continue to show us. You are the reason why we keep on doing what you're doing, because of the encouragement that you give us. So asante, and hope to see you in our next video. Bye.